What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdiem.com. Come on, man. Come on. All of y'all come out. All y'all detractors. All the people who are doubters of one Mitchell Trubisky. Now, let me start off by saying this. When Roger Goodell said, with the second pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Mitchell Trubisky, I damn near passed out. Like, real talk, I was pissed off like each and every last one of y'all. Or a lot of y'all. I hated the pick. I hated the pick in that moment with a passion. But of course, after a while, you kind of, you chill out, it's just football. It's just football. It's not going to change your life. It's a sport. Executives make decisions. Coaches make decisions. And they decided to select Mitchell Trubisky. Now, as a fan of the team, my only hope is it pans out, that he turns out to be a good player. Now, his rookie season, I don't even count that. I don't count the rookie season because John Fox was the head coach. And as we all know, as Bears fans or even football fans who follow the sport, John Fox and quarterback guru don't mix. Dow Logans and quarterback guru don't mix. So I don't count Mitch Trubisky's rookie season. And yeah, I know he was out there. He was on the field playing real NFL games. But come on, man. He was a sitting duck. He had no real offense to play with. And although he had some good moments, he had a lot of bad moments. He had a lot of rookie mistakes. And to be honest, some mistakes came from Dow Logans himself and John Fox. Like, Mitchell Trubisky wouldn't have a damn chance right now if John Fox and Dow Logans was still his offensive coordinator and his NFL head coach. He wouldn't. But when you hear all the doubters and detractors, you would have thought last season that Dow Logans and John Fox was still the offensive coordinator and head coach of this team, respectively. But that wasn't the case. After the 2017 season, the Bears let John Fox fly off on his golden parachute. He flew that shit to Bristol, Connecticut to work for ESPN. And why damn, what a great acquisition that was for ESPN. Ryan Pace saw the same shit we saw in 2017. He saw a lethargic offense that needed some injection. He saw his rookie quarterback thrown out there, running around like a damn chicken with his head cut off because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So Ryan Pace, being a smart man and having common sense, he knew that, damn, I drafted him with the number 2 pick. I traded up one spot to draft Mitchell Trubisky, number 2 overall. I need to invest in this shit, because it's make it or break it for me. So he went out and he brought in a young, offensive-minded coach in Matt Nagy. And then after that, he was like, okay, I got the offensive head coach. I got the guy that I believe that's going to mentor Mitch Trubisky and mold him into a good quarterback. But now, to steal a term from Bill Parcells, I need the groceries. Matt Nagy needs the groceries so we can start cooking in this bitch. In free agency, he got Allen Robinson. He got Taylor Gabriel. He got Trey Burton. In the draft, he traded up to get Anthony Miller. It was year 2 for Tariq Cohen. So going into last season, Ryan Pace did a pretty damn good job getting his quarterback offensive weapons and also getting him a young offensive-minded coach who also played quarterback, who can help mentor and hopefully guide Mitchell Trubisky to becoming a really damn good, hopefully great quarterback. And I truly believe he is on his way of becoming a pretty damn good quarterback. Yes, he needs to grow. I know that. You listening know that. Everybody named Mama know that. He needs to grow. Yes, of course, the Chicago Bears will only go as far as Mitchell Trubisky takes them, even with the best defense in the league. We know Mitchell Trubisky is the key to a Bears Super Bowl this year. But you can't tell me that after last season that you don't believe the arrow is pointing up. It sure as hell ain't pointing down. And for me, it's not even pointing sideways because we saw improvement. You got to remember his rookie season, his head coach and the offensive coordinator was John Fox and Dow Loggins. He had to learn a whole new offense, a better offense, but also a little bit more complex offense. Well, not a little bit more, but a more complex offense in Matt Nagy's. And from my analytics, my two analytics that I have, my left and right eye, he showed great improvement. And he showed great improvements during the season. I'm not going to get into all the analytics and all that BS because the analytics that I need is my left and right eye, like I said. I saw his preseason. I saw the regular season. I saw his inaccuracy. I saw that, and I was surprised because during the combine, that's all everybody raved about was Mitch Trubisky's accuracy. But we saw him miss a lot of guys last year. We saw him taking one read and then taking off and running. We saw all this, but you cannot tell me that he did not make improvements last season. And I think that's going to continue in year 2 of this offense. You got to remember that. This is year number 2 for Mitch Trubisky and Matt Nagy. I think this offense is going to be really good as long as everybody stays healthy. But back to Mitch, I know the Bears will only go as far as Mitchell Trubisky takes them. Can Mitch Trubisky take the Bears to the next level? I see the same article over and over and over again. And it is a good question. I mean, it's a common sense question because we all know he is the key to the Bears' success this season. If Mitchell Trubisky takes the next step and everybody stays healthy, you cannot tell me that the Bears won't be playing on that first Sunday in February. Mitch Trubisky got flaws, most definitely, just like the majority, and yes, I said the majority of quarterbacks in this league right now. There's only a few guys that you say, okay, they good. We don't need to worry about those quarterbacks. We all know who they are. Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, Breeze, those guys are elite. Then you got another group of quarterbacks, like the Russell Wilsons, the Matt Ryans, the Phillip Rivers. You have those guys as well. But even with that being said, those guys have shown flaws. But after that, it's pretty wide open with quarterbacks, in my opinion. You have some nice young quarterbacks in this league. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz. Those guys have gotten a lot of attention early in their careers. They've had some success already. But those guys need to prove it just as much as Mitchell Trubisky does, especially guys like Deshaun Watson and Baker Mayfield. Those guys need to prove it. They may have all the swag on the field and be in commercials and all that shit, but they still need to prove it as well in this league because they ain't won shit either. They're not that much different than Mitch Trubisky. Real talk. Jared Goff is another guy, but at least in Jared Goff's case, they did represent the NFC in the Super Bowl last season. But I like Mitch Trubisky. I like his demeanor. He wants to be a leader of this team. He takes the blame when he knows it's his fault. He takes the blame when it ain't really his fault, but he takes the blame. He's not like an Aaron Rodgers type of guy who is going to blame that guy and his mama and his auntie and his sister and his cousin and his brother, but not blame himself. He's not like that. He wants to take ownership. He wants to take the blame. He wants to be the leader of this team. And most importantly, he wants to be great. He's not somebody who's just coming in like, oh, all right, training camp starting. Let's do this, Let me get into some shape, man. Let me get conditioned and all this. No, this man eat, sleep, breathe football. He wants to be great. And if you're drafted a young quarterback, you want him to have that mentality, that tenacity to go and get it. And Mitch Trubisky has that. Last year, Mitch had 24 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. A 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. I like that. That's good. If he wants to take the next level, he needs to improve on that. But I like that because more times than not, that means my quarterback isn't killing me. That means more than likely my team is still in the game. I like that. And another thing that I like is Mitch's feet. Mitch can run the ball. And hopefully Mitch takes that next step, see that there's busted coverage down the field and find that wide open guy and gain a big chunk of yardage without running the ball, without taking the risk of getting hit by one of these defensive guys. Like, I know you got some skills, Mitch. I know you can run the ball a little bit and all that, but let your position players do most of that. Let them do the heavy lifting because at the end of the day, You don't get paid for that. They get paid for that. They get paid for making guys miss. You don't. You'll be getting paid for how you throw the ball and how you command an offense. There's no doubt that you're going to have to use your feet sometime. You have to scramble out of situations, but just be smarter with that. Take your time, read the defense, and find that open guy. Because for the most part, somebody's going to always be open. Always. And you're not going to always find that guy because no quarterback does. But the goal is to become a better quarterback. I know you're a great athlete, a hell of an athlete. But if it was one thing I want to see the most improvement on, it's that. Don't take scrambling all the way out of your game because it is a part of your game, but don't take as many risks down the field running the ball. Work on your reads. Find the open guy. Let them do all the work. Because besides health, 10 is the biggest key to the Bears season this year. If 10 is healthy and 10 improves, the Chicago Bears will be representing the NFC next year in the Super Bowl. There is no doubt in my mind about that. But to close this out, and this is directed to my Bears fans out there, if you don't believe in Mitch, or if you're still undecided on Mitch, that's fine. That's fine. I give you the benefit of the doubt. Like real talk, we had some bad quarterbacks. So I know a lot of people are in prove it to me mode with Mitch Trubisky. And I don't blame you for that because that's your opinion. But what I would say is, have some faith. Believe in Mitch a little bit. Don't go deep into all the analytics or listen to guys like Colin Cowherd or look at the Madden ratings and see that, he's a 75 overall and all that bullshit, even though that is bullshit. Just use common sense. Use your left eye and your right eye. If you got one eye, use that one eye. If you don't got no eyes, you'll feel it. You'll know it. But have some faith in Mitch Trubisky. You think about the quarterbacks who led teams to Super Bowls. Joe Flacco, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, hell, Nick Foles. You don't think Mitch can do that? Shit, I bet he could. And I believe in Mitch. I truly believe in year 2 with Matt Nagy that this offense is going to flourish. And it's not blind fate. I saw some of the potential last year. That was year 1. Now we're in year 2 and everybody more experienced, including Matt Nagy, who was a rookie head coach last year. And I know it's a tough schedule, but the Bears will be ready. They got a big-ass chip on their shoulder after how the season ended last year. So Bears fans, let's go. Training camp less than a week away, baby. I'm ready. And I know the Bears ready. And I know Mitch Trubisky is ready. He's ready to take that next level. And I believe personally that he will take that next level. But Bears fans, let's enjoy this ride. We're going to be in store for another great season. But I appreciate the listen. Like the video and share this video with fellow Bears fans, fellow football fans, fellow sports fans. Share with everybody. And remember to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Bear down.